One-foot-flipper.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Paige, the 1 foot flipper. We're headed down here into the basement. We've got some things to look at this episode, such as you all bought me and Julie haircuts. Bought them with the Buy Me a Coffee link for me, and super chats and a live. Got Julie new hair highlights, and we'll be looking at that and other things in this episode. Alright, we're actually going to get this haircut. You guys all paid for it with the super chat. This lovely young lady here is going to do it, and then we'll see what I look like with a real professional haircut. Alright, let's look at a couple of sales. Sold these Warhammer plastic miniature bits, $11.69, over $1,500 from that bag of bits now. I sold a record album, The Beatles, Rubber Soul, $9. Sold Stamp It Up, set of wooden stamps, $5.39. Wooden stamps are generally not good. Do not buy them. What apparently is good is though Legend of Zelda manual, Game Boy Color, $9.50, sold in 1 day plus shipping. Sold Jay Giles band, Bloodshot, $9. Captain and Tennille, $2.69. Do not buy Captain and Tennille. The only reason I have Captain and Tennille is because they came in a complete collection I bought. I would have never cherry-picked Captain and Tennille. The sell-through rate is awful, and the price trends towards nothingness on most of their albums. I sold an Ultra Pro anime bunny playmat called Oberon Festival, $6.66. That weird price is because the person sent an offer specifically at that price. I'm really looking to get playmats out of here, so I often accept offers on those, even though I'm not normally a make an offer type of seller. Alright, we gotta go try to rescue my wife's car because it didn't start in the Costco parking lot. Alright, we're here in the lovely Costco parking lot where my wife's beautiful car didn't want to start. So we're going to try the jumper kit. Yeah, sure, give it a try. We're going to try it just without a jumper cables because it's been sitting here about 4 hours. Almost. All right, let's get the jumper cables hooked up. And yes, it jumped immediately. So it's like we're off to buy a new battery unless the car dies on the way to the auto parts store, in which case then it'll be the alternator. Alright, on the way to the auto parts store to get a new battery. Of course, my wife turned I have no idea where she is at this point because she turned the opposite direction out of the parking lot. Not sure where she's going. One good thing about full-time reselling is it also gives you the ability to save money in other ways, to do a lot of things yourself that you otherwise might have had to hire out to other people because you couldn't work it into your schedule. You know, whether it be a plumbing repair or a car repair, or just, you know, a ton of little things that you know you could do if you just figured it out, and it would definitely pay you more in what you'd save versus paying the professional. But you don't always have time to do that if you've got to be at the widget factory every morning at 8 a.m. and don't get home till 6. So even with the leg, I do a lot of my own auto repairs. I do most of the home stuff that doesn't require a ladder since I can't climb one. And of course, car things always come in groups. Like, we'd already lent, my wife has 2 cars. She has a little red Toyota that she doesn't like to drive, that's a stick shift, and her little blue one. And we'd already lent the red one to my neighbor next door because his car was in the shop for 2 days, and we never drive the little red one anyway. So of course we lent that to him, and then immediately my wife's one goes down as well. But I guess that's going to be hopefully fixed here in the next half hour, assuming the auto parts store is still open. Had a great weekend in sales so far. It's more like what I was used to, more of the, you know, $900,000 weekends, not the much lower that I'd been having recently, and now that I'm being able to get back more into full time with the kid going to school, hoping to do that every weekend. Like to be back to $300 a day in sales every day, if not 400 or more. Of course, the hardest part about selling 400 bucks a day is you also got to find 400 bucks a day, which could be hard to do when you're still not sourcing like the situation I'm currently in. I'm slowly making room though. So if you've been liking the shorts and the credit sequences, those are coming from other YouTubers. If you want to make one for me, go right ahead. I originally collected them. I was going to try to do a fake behind the music thing about myself, but the problem was I both didn't get quite enough responses, and I didn't really get responses from anybody. I didn't get enough responses from extremely recognizable YouTubers, and that's really what I felt the video needed to go all the way. If that makes any sense. Also sold Book of Wonders from 1914, $21.59. You'll learn things in this book, how there are over 9 million telephones in the United States, how a gasoline engine works, why we have fingernails, why some rugs are so valuable, how huge plates of gas are classed. Very interesting scientific trivia book. And sold this Defenders issue 105. This is a Mark Jewelers variant issue. That means that it's got a different... The Mark Jewelers variant issues were sold on military bases or in the towns right around them, and they had a different ad inside. It was for Mark Jewelers, who had a system where the soldier could pay money on time to send that ring home to Mary Jane Rottencrotch, which Mary Jane Rottencrotch was a general name the drill sergeants used to tend to refer to that back home girlfriend, likely still in high school, that the soldier left behind and didn't realize was never going to see again. But anyway, I thought that was interesting, and the variants with the Mark Jewelers ads inside are always worth more than the individual normal issues are. I'm a connoisseur of expired plates, everybody, but I've got a Nebraska plate here that expired in 2005. That is a new record for me. I have never seen one that expired before, not counting things on classic cars or whatever, where that's a different story. So Julie and I here are going to get her hair highlighted because everybody gave enough super chats a couple weeks ago to get that done. So hopefully I don't know if we'll get to see any of the hair cutting process, but we'll definitely get to see before and after. So looking forward to that, because it's also the last day of summer vacation. School starts tomorrow, and I know I'm gonna have a tired, grumpy daughter tomorrow morning because she's been staying up till 1 a.m. every night.
Last night, Mom made me.
Oh yeah, yes, her mother is very complicit in that. That is not me at all. Okay.
Sit down, go home. Okay. And we have 2 extra with
All right, well, come here. Let's see it. Turn around.
It's not much of a difference.
No, yeah, it's different. Mama will like this better than what you were thinking you were going to get anyway.
Yeah.
Well, and as that purple then settles out, those highlights will brighten up, so then you'll get more of a.
So see, it's gonna change over time.
Yep, it will.
All right, it looks like we got a package that came in here from our friend Fat Grandma Finds. All right, ladies, let's open it up.
Thank you, Parker.
Parker, this is not a dog box.
She likes
Yes,
stuff.
it is.
Ooh, it's purple inside.
Oh, it says Jeep. I have a good idea what it's going to be.
It says Jeep. Oh, Jeep.
Oh, there are few.
Oh, alien duck. This is probably for my new Jeep. Also because it says Jeep and Duck on the box. Parker.
Now for ducks.
A dinosaur.
Dino duck.
Another dinosaur duck.
Green duck.
Dino.
Another dino duck. Wow.
An alien duck.
Red alien duck.
And
Oh, an alien duck.
I like this one. I don't know
Okay.
if I like
And another alien duck. Well, let's say thank you to Fat Grandma Finds. If you want to send anything to anybody in the family or for the Jeep or for the dog,
The dog gets the box.
nobody's ever sent the dog anything before, although she likes to claim the boxes. You just go ahead and email me and I will give you that, that address. Thanks. All right, let's look at a few more sales. Right now it's Tuesday and Julie's at her first day of school, so I'm officially full-time reseller again. I kind of flubbed up the first day and stayed in bed till 11 a.m. though, because Julie got used to her new school schedule quicker than I did. I woke up when she woke up and then I fell back asleep. I sold a lot of 3 craft boards for $40 plus shipping. Normally I sell those one at a time, but they asked for a deal on 3 and took a guess at the shipping dimensions of the package, because that's the biggest thing. They're all odd size, so figuring out the package dimensions in advance is pretty hard, so I overshot it was conservative on it, so I'll probably make a little bit of money on the shipping on those. Alright, what else did I sell? I sold 2 Q4 Death Pile Monsters. Sold one to Kim, she's Trove's store, and I sold one to Holly, she's Nubby's Bell. I will put links to both of their stores down in the description. If they sent me messages, it was in the messaging system, and please put anything you want me to read, please put it with the order, not in the messaging system, because I'm starting to get too many messages in the messaging system. In general, if you want to contact me and you want me to talk back, please just use that email address that I've got down in the description. Don't message me through eBay or Facebook or any of those other things. I sold a Metal Fantasy figure, a Cybor, $8.99. Those are still making money for me. Sold a train bridge, $26.99. And timber trestles, I think this is what I don't know, it's another train bridge type thing, $19.99. Same customer. It's fall, I think the train, well, it's not fall, but fall's coming up. I think the train stuff is finally going to start moving. Sold Alice Cooper, School's Out, $10.79. Uh-oh, though, it's got a $2.59 price tag on it. I think these people are going to be upset that I'm a reseller and I sold this for more money than somebody paid for it one time or another. I don't know. And speaking of $2.69, I sold 2 things of card dividers, a lot of 2 for $2.69 plus shipping. Okay, I think that's about it for this episode. Hey, it is back to school. Why don't you tell your kids' teachers about this channel? I have not seen most of them down in the comments. Hey, make sure you're still subscribed too. Thanks. Hope to see you again soon.
The first time I heard about this guy, he was caught slinging pogs to high school kids behind the 7-Eleven. This so-called one-foot-flipper will do anything for money. Well, it was a slippery slope. He moved on to then reselling G.I. Joe cards masqueraded as Pokemon packs. And it doesn't stop there. I hear now he's on the dark underbelly of eBay selling waifu cards to adults. He literally will do anything for $1. Watch your back.